Sean Shannon, S-H-A-N-N-O-N, and I'm from Limerick, Maine.
Okay, you can just talk to me. And are you representing any particular group here today?
Well, we're with the Tea Party, and we're just, kind of protesting the conference in there, the George Soros conference.
Okay. Tell me more.
Well, I'm not very happy about George Soros's policies. He has a lot of a very, very massive amount of groups, leftist groups, that we believe are just trying to break down the American economy, the currency, and American values. He's a very leftist person. I think he's doing it for his own benefit, to profit by it. His groups are all leftists, and they take down the economy, and I believe his hedge funds will profit from that collapse. He has already collapsed a number of economies, the British pound years back, and some Asian currencies, and he reaps billions of dollars in the meantime. And to collapse the US dollar, he has to have a currency to do that with. And I believe creating a world currency would do that. That would enable him to be able to sell the dollar, make billions of dollars, and have the world currency to go into. And I really believe this.
Okay, so you believe that he is trying to crash the
Yes, for his benefit. You know, there's a lot of liberal people out there that think government should be big, and they believe it in their heart that it's a good thing to do. They believe that's a way of helping the poor. But he's doing it for his own purpose, he's trying to collapse the economy and have socialist policies to reap billions in profit. He's done it before. He's a currency trader. He's done it before to our other currencies. And I think we believe he definitely wants to do that. And creating a global currency. Don't forget, when you had banks years ago, they were like farms. Each individual bank, if one collapsed, there was no systemic risk. Then they created the Federal Reserve in 1913, which tied them all together, and 15 years later we had a collapse in the Depression, and almost all the banks collapsed. Tying all the banks together was a bad idea. And what they're doing now with a world currency is they're trying to tie all the central banks together. And it's a concerted effort, on his part. And he's got other policies. His organizations are very anti-free market, they're anti-capitalism, and they're anti-freedom. And they're definitely a path to socialism. And I'd go even further, not socialism, but communism. And he's as Glenn Beck would say, he's a spooky dude. He really is. His policies are not good for America. He's for not individual freedom, not individual liberty, and not individual opportunity. He's for handouts. He's for government programs. He's trying to silence the media. He's trying to, he's trying to silence conservative media. He's not trying to silence the Huffington Post or liberal media, New York Times, things like that, but he's trying to silence anyone who opposes his views. In fact, I think he's having a conference today in Boston on that subject, on the media. He's trying to silence Fox News. And he has a lot of other agendas that are very, very bad for the country, really. And we just oppose them. We just don't like his policies. And I watch him on Bloomberg all the time, and people listen to him like he's some kind of a god for the country. And he's not an elected official. And when he was a kid, he was a currency trader. And he enjoys chaos. He wants chaos. And he's trying to get chaos in the American economy. this time, if the dollar collapses, he stands to make not billions this time. He stands to make probably $1 trillion this time, and that's his goal.
Where do you get your research from? How have you learned all this?
Well, a lot of things. 40 years of studying economics.
Are you an economist? I'm just curious.
Well, I'm an author and I'm an economist by my own profession. I've read hundreds of books. I've authored the Gold Star Investment Strategy, the Federal Reserve Board, The Wizards of Oz, The Men Behind the Curtain, and my current book, which is at the publisher right now, The Federal Government, More Wizards of Oz. So I have 3 books out from Author House. But all my life I've studied economics. It's been a hobby of mine. I have a degree in accounting, but my real passion is economics and investing. And I've done that for 30 years. I've probably read more books than probably more economics textbooks than any one person in that room in there. But
how did you guys organize today?
well, we organized. Most of us are Tea Party people, and I heard on Bloomberg a couple of weeks ago that they were going to have the Bretton Woods 2, Bretton Woods 3 conference, that he had organized it for the purpose of creating a world bank and a world currency. And so I decided to come here and maybe come in and listen to it, but we weren't allowed in. He rented the whole place for 3 days, and no one is allowed in unless they're on the list. So we decided to meet out here and just talk to people that come by, which people have come by and supported us, and they beep their horn and, you know, so forth and so on, and tell us they support us and so forth. So we're just trying to make a statement that we believe he's not doing anything good in there for the country. All his policies are really collapsing. Now, Teddy Kennedy was a liberal, but I believe a lot of things he did was he believed he was doing it for the average person. I think he was sincere. This guy is not. He's intentionally trying to collapse the American economy and the American dollar to make money. And all his policies are designed to do that. His Open Society group, his Media Matters, I could go on and on. He's got hundreds of groups. The guy is terrible. He really is. And if you look him up, if you do research on him, when he was a kid in Hungary, where he grew up, he said he enjoyed the runaway inflation and the problems that they had then because he could make money on it. And he traded currencies as a 15-year-old, and he likes it. He likes it. And he likes civil disorder. He likes things like that because he knows you can make money on it. And so we're against them.